You sit down at your desk, open your books, and tell yourself you're finally ready to study. And then, bam! Your phone suddenly becomes the most entertaining object in the entire universe. Just one more video. You whisper to yourself like a professional procrastinator. Then you think, maybe I should grab a snack first? And then an even spicier idea pops up. Do I actually need this degree? What if I just quit everything and go raise cows somewhere peaceful? If any of this sounds familiar, congratulations, you're not weird. You're human. The shocking truth is that 90% of students are studying the wrong way. Welcome to Ever Better Life, the place that helps you become a slightly better human every single day. Most students, and honestly, a lot of working adults too, spend hours glued to their books, only to forget everything the moment they actually need it. They cram knowledge like stuffing clothes into an overpacked suitcase. And then poof, it all disappears. But what if there was a way to learn faster, remember longer, and still have time to binge your favorite series without feeling like a failure? Whether you're a student grinding through exam season, a working professional leveling up your skills, or just someone who wants to absorb information faster, these hacks will help you supercharge your brain and study at light speed without burning out. Get ready, because we're about to dive into study tricks so effective they almost feel like cheating. Hack number 1. The time rule. Trick your brain into learning faster. Your brain is lazy. It will stretch a task to fit whatever time you give it. Ever planned to do something that should take 10 minutes, but somehow it turned into 2 hours because you got lost scrolling through random nonsense? That, my friend, is Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time you allow it. The solution? Give yourself ridiculously short study intervals. Instead of telling yourself you need to study for 3 hours today, tell your brain it only has to survive 20 minutes. Boom! Suddenly, your brain stops whining because 20 minutes sounds harmless. Here's the magic. Once you start, you're more likely to keep going. And to make it even more effective, write down exactly what you're going to study in that tiny time window. Not vague stuff like, study biology, but something specific like, review photosynthesis and quiz myself afterward. Clarity makes your brain behave and learn faster. Hack number 2. The 80-20th rule. Not everything you study matters equally. Some parts give you way more value than others. That's the 80-20th rule. 20% of what you study will give you 80% of your results. So why waste time memorizing irrelevant details? Instead of trying to learn everything, focus on what truly matters. The stuff guaranteed to show up on tests are the concepts that form the foundation of the topic. How do you know what's important? Look at old exams, ask your teacher, or skim summaries. One simple question will help you filter everything. Do I already understand this? If the answer is yes, skip it and move on. Quick hack. Don't wait until the night before the test to try a practice exam. Do it at the beginning. It instantly reveals the 20% that deserves 80% of your study time. You need to study smarter, not harder. Hack number 3. The timer method. Ever notice how you magically become the most productive human alive during the last 5 minutes before a deadline? That's because panic mode creates God-tier focus. And the best part? You can trigger that mode anytime using the timer method. It's ridiculously simple. Set a 30-minute timer and study like you're racing the clock on some intense reality TV show. When the countdown starts, your brain automatically kicks distractions out and locks onto the task. After 30 minutes, take a 5-minute break, stand up, stretch, walk around, or even scroll your phone guilt-free. Then repeat the cycle. Why does this work? First, short study bursts help you stay laser-focused without frying your brain. Second, when your brain knows a break is coming, it stops whining and starts cooperating. And most importantly, you avoid the fake studying trap where you sit for hours staring at your notes like a confused goldfish and retain absolutely nothing. Hack number 4. The Feynman technique. Want to know whether you truly understand something? There's one simple test. Try teaching it to someone else. If you can't explain it clearly, you don't actually get it. That's the core of the Feynman technique, learning fast and deep like a genius. Here's how it works. Step 1. Pick a concept you need to learn, say, how black holes work. Step 2. Pretend you're explaining it to a 5-year-old. No fancy jargon, no complicated terminology, just plain and simple language. Step 3. If you get stuck or keep checking the book, That means you don't understand it well enough. Go back, study more, and try again. Step 4. Once you understand it, simplify it even further until you can break it down effortlessly. The beauty of this technique is that you don't just memorize information, you truly understand it. When you can explain something simply, it becomes part of your long-term memory. Pro tip: if you have no one to teach, talk out loud to yourself or write it down. Turning thoughts into words forces your brain to process information more deeply, helping you learn faster and remember longer. Want to double your memory retention? Don't reread your notes, test yourself. That's the heart of active recall, the scientifically proven most effective memory technique on the planet. Most people study by rereading textbooks, highlighting stuff, or rewriting notes. But that's passive learning. It feels productive, but your brain forgets everything the moment you close the book. Instead, force your brain to retrieve information. That's what makes knowledge stick. It's easy. Close your notes and ask yourself, what do I remember? After finishing a chapter, write down everything you can recall without looking. Then check what you missed and repeat. Why does this work? Because your brain is like a muscle. It gets stronger when you train it. Active recall makes your brain dig up information, building stronger memories that last longer and stick deeper. Hack number 5. Sleep and exercise to upgrade your brain. You might think your brain stores knowledge while you're studying. Nope. It actually files and locks in memories while you sleep. If you've ever pulled an all-nighter only to forget everything the next morning, that's because sleep deprivation wipes your memory clean like hitting format on a hard drive. While you sleep, your brain organizes, strengthens, and stores new information, turning short-term knowledge into long-term memory. So getting 7 to 8 hours isn't laziness, it's elite learning strategy. And that's not all. Moving your body boosts your memory too. Even a 10-minute walk pumps more oxygen to your brain, helping you focus better and absorb information faster. But that's not all. Moving your body also boosts your memory. Even a quick 10-minute walk floods your brain with oxygen, helping you focus better and absorb information faster. Hack number 6. If you're studying and you feel like your brain is overheating, don't force yourself to sit there suffering like a zombie glued to a textbook. Stand up, take a walk, stretch a little, do anything that gets you moving. When you sit back down, you'll feel sharper, more awake, and you'll remember things way better. Congratulations! You've just unlocked the cheat codes for learning faster. And now it's time to actually use them. Remember, studying effectively really just comes down to 6 simple steps. Study in short bursts to avoid procrastination. Use the 80-20th rule to focus on what actually matters. Turn on beast mode with the timer method. Teach what you've learned using the Feynman technique so it sticks. Test yourself using active recall instead of rereading your notes like a robot. And finally, sleep well and move your body so your brain can process and store information properly. Now don't just read this and walk away. Try at least one hack today. Drop a comment below and tell me which technique works best for you. I read every single comment. And if you want more brain hacking, study boosting tricks, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Remember, you don't need to study harder, you just need to study smarter.